Everyone thinks the console war is about hardware, teraflops, frame rates, exclusives, the usual talking points. But the companies fighting this war know better. The real battle isn't happening on the spec sheet, it's happening in your library. And more importantly, it's happening around your time and your money. Today, I want to break down how ecosystems have quietly become the new consoles, why every major company is fighting for your attention, and why players still have more power than they think. For decades, the console war was simple. You picked the box you liked, you bought the exclusives you wanted, and that was it. Hardware mattered, specs mattered, brand loyalty mattered. It was a straightforward competition. But that era is fading. Hardware is no longer the battlefield. It's just the doorway. The real house, the thing companies actually want you to live in, is the ecosystem behind it. So, what do I mean by ecosystem? It's everything wrapped around the games themselves. Your storefront, your launcher, your cloud saves, your achievements, your subscriptions, your friends list, your identity. These pieces work together to create something incredibly powerful. Stickiness. Once your gaming life is built around one ecosystem, leaving becomes harder than staying. Not because you're trapped, but because the cost of switching grows with every hour you invest. And every major company knows this. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, and on PC, Steam. Steam has essentially become an ecosystem by default on PC. They've dominated the marketplace to the point where most players don't even consider the alternatives anymore, such as GOG and Epic. This is the part people often overlook. Exclusives are the bait. They're the shiny thing that gets you through the door. But once you're inside, your saves, your purchases, your progress, and your friends are all in one place. That keeps you there. The exclusive gets you in the door. The exclusive gets you in. The ecosystem makes sure you don't leave. This isn't about making anyone a villain. It's just strategy, but a strategy worth understanding. Here's where things get real. Time is the gateway to money. The more time you spend in the ecosystem, the more likely you are to buy games, DLC, cosmetics, subscriptions, upgrades. Companies don't just want your attention. They want the spending habits that come with it. And the longer you stay, the more natural it feels to keep spending in the same place. And this isn't just about storefronts or consoles. Live service games takes this idea even further. They're built around the idea that more time you spend, the more likely you are to spend money. Time becomes the funnel. Engagement becomes the revenue. That's why so many modern games are designed to keep you coming back every day. Again, not inherently bad, but definitely worth being aware of. Now, let's talk about ownership. Digital ownership isn't disappearing, but it's definitely changing. We're dealing with licenses instead of true ownership, delisted games, subscription rotations, cloud-only titles, storefronts that can vanish. Your library is more fragile than it used to be. And that's the part of why ecosystems matter so much. They're not just where you play, that's where your entire gaming identity lives. The next decade of gaming won't be defined by consoles. It will be defined by ecosystems competing for your time and your money. We're already seeing this in hybrid platforms, cloud gaming, unified libraries, subscription bundles, multi-platform releases that still tie you into one ecosystem. Everyone is building their own version of the same idea. Come here, stay here, and build your gaming life with us. Here's where I land on all of this. Companies shouldn't own your time. They shouldn't own your loyalty. And they definitely shouldn't own your gaming identity. Those things belong to you and you alone. Ecosystems aren't evil, some are great, some need work, but they all share the same goal: keep you inside their walls. And that's fine as long as you understand the game being played. Good news is simple. Players still have power, real power, the power of the purse. Companies can fight for your time and money, but you decide where both go. You decide which ecosystem you support. You decide what's worth your investment. You decide what feels fair, what feels respectful, and what feels like it values you as a player. As long as players stay aware and spend intentionally, the future of gaming is still in our hands. Thank you, and I hope you all have a great day.